toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's... through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
from the gun on third down. Fields. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To Johnson again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
We're scoreless after 1. A very lengthy opening drive, as this will be play number 12 coming on third and goal. Johnson. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Ty Johnson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for New England. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing Jones. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, 35 yards. And the Bears are once again back in front. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Jones. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's got some space here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down, and they go back to Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers from 3 yards out as they have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
there he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have yet again retaken the lead. Fields trying to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Jones throwing on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Looking for Fortner, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Being chased out left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing again is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Jones on 1st down. Open man is born.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Back to throw. Jones.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, And you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Harris running straight ahead, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Myers.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jakobi Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Patriots have cut the lead back down to 2.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On first down, it's Fields.
Jones has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jones now on third down.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From just shy of midfield, Jones out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 32 yards.
And the Patriots have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Rolling to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A run with a 2nd-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. They hand this off to Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
14's the mic. 14's
Now Jones.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
The 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Pats, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.